the more it tilted them, the more you felt inclined to keep calling him Dash.
10 seconds remain.
If you don't get a reaction with...
Exactly. Like, you know, Twitch chat gets it. Like, they do it to us all the time. You know, when someone's like, tier 5 caster, I'm like, wow, he rates me.
Shit. I mean, it's better than tier 6 caster.
Exactly. It's all about looking at the upside.
I'll take it.
Speaking of upsides, I feel like I like Hellraisers opener better than last.
Yeah, I mean, like, at least there's no Wisp Sven into Void here. I also think, yeah, that the Nakes, it's... Thing is, I feel like picking Lifestealer like this... Lifestealer, of course, is a good hero against Grinch. You do struggle maybe a little bit, or you can with the... Called again? Is it Phantom's Shadows?
Phantom's Embrace.
Phantom's Embrace. Yeah, I was gonna say Phantom's Embrace. Yeah, no, for sure. He of course can struggle a bit with that since he doesn't really want to buy like BKB or Manta, or at least not early on. At the same time, you know, Grimstroke hates to deal with. The thing about Lifestealer, I feel like it was, I think to some extent, unless the heroes just bust patch or there's certain item builds that just let you play against anything, I feel like this hero is. You want to pick this when you know one melee offlaner, and I mean preferably 2 melee heroes. Oh, it's similar to Undying in a sense. Thing is, you got a bunch of range heroes not super happy. You want to be there, just, you know, hitting whoever's in your lane and bully it that way. Otherwise, you don't as good with the one being.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting to bring that up because I feel like with the changes to Infest, there's a bit more accessibility to Lifestealer beyond the lane phase, right? Like all of a sudden you're this hero that can kind of clutch save people with the not even Infest bomb, it's just Infest of safety now with the additional health you give.
Yeah.
Also, I've reached the point of rant. This is an important part, right? And I tried to point this out to Dan yesterday, and I don't know, I guess he just couldn't comprehend it, right? Lifestealer is a lie. He doesn't steal life. He fabricates.
Dire's turn.
He used to steal life, but he doesn't do that anymore. He fabricates life out of nothing. Magical bullcrap. He's actually a life liar.
What do you mean?
Because his passive is, it doesn't steal HP, right?
Right.
It just gives him HP. So he's just magically fabricating crap out of nowhere. Like, though it used to make sense to me, goddammit. Ignore the pretty leaping cats and the weird frickin' Doom things. It all made sense, but now I just, it was a lie.
I mean, he heals himself for a percentage of his target's max health, but he's actually not taking.
Yeah, exactly. He doesn't steal anymore. It's a lie.
He's not stealing. No, I mean, the hero's completely busted.
Stupid. Just rename it Nakes. I can't. Literally unplayable. I'm freaking done.
I mean, so then what is it? Yeah, I mean, Nakes. I'm fine with Nakes. Outside of Nakes.
Life Fabricator. Because he deserves a crappy name for lying to us.
Not Life. Yeah, okay. I understand it. You're upset. You're angry.
I mean, it's either that or creepy butt stuff guy, because he randomly climbs in people when they're not looking.
Creepy butt stuff guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I feel like that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, we have here Enchantress, creepy butt stuff guy. We can Underlord now on the board.
Some beefy frontliners for Hellraisers right now.
Yeah, and I'm a little bit surprised actually that they did go for this dude. Of course,
10 seconds remain.
Quite useful against the Lifestealer. I just feel like Lifestealer, he likes buying like items that make you while allow you to run, so you're not best target for this dude. Lifestealer is happy, I think. He doesn't have a lot of armor. Lifestealer just wants. Yeah, I don't know.
Radiant's turn to battle.
Okay, that's a bit bad, because I was about to say, I think Mudgolem needs some sort of ramp up, that's some quick burst of damage, right? Because the thing that I see in this game is, like, if you did Doom Lifestealer, say he has some, like once he's at the point that he has a Sange, for example, the amount of lifesteal he gets against these type of heroes, you're never going to kill him with that ult.
Yeah, I'm curious, like, we're gonna see this, like, I wouldn't be surprised if the lifestealer goes halberd. I don't know, a lot of halberds this game. Just the status resistance, when also just kind of countering this Ursa.
As long as you catch
It's a
him
pretty cool
outside
Ursa
the
game.
range.
10
Yeah.
seconds remain.
But don't worry, you just now pick your 10th pick. It's a Yule's
5
builder.
seconds.
Something like, I don't know, Void Spirit. Bam, done. Okay, don't Void Spirit against these heroes that you're just asking to get duped.
Yes.
Wonder where mudgolems gonna go with this. I feel like the days of sticking Doom mid are somewhat behind us. I don't think I've seen a team do it for a while.
Yeah.
Turn to
I
battle.
mean, you never know with Farah and pull out some. Yeah, I feel like they could do with a little bit more kind of wave clear. They have the Rana is okay-ish.
10 seconds.
3 of those are like it's awkward for them to
5
cut
seconds.
lanes because it's not instant, right? It's not fast. It's not like you go in for Mirana with Axe or something.
Dyer's ban.
That's kind of what you want. It's fast to clear the map, thus be acceptable to out. But yeah, they could do it with some time. Hellraisers, they lineup is very poor
10
in terms of
seconds.
rotations right now. Difficult for them to happen, I think.
5 seconds.
Yeah, it feels like they've drafted to win their lanes, right? When you think of Ench and Rubik, it is always these heroes that either will ensure you win the lane or ensure that you at least do not lose it. But very static overall. So maybe some sort of playmaker out of the mid. That kind of Void Spirit suggestion, definitely not against the Doom, as we said. But something in that kind of blue that has mobility and the means to
10
move.
seconds. 5 seconds remain.
Kind of just ramp up the play this DP on the big Roche towers and the
Dyer's turn to
He's in the Storm game, right?
Templar
Okay, they go to TA.
assassin.
That's ridiculous
Limits.
Roche taking capabilities.
yeah. I have this thing where generally where I've seen like Ursa and TA, I feel like they're similar hero in a lot of ways. Like they do both jump in and they take one hero out, and I feel like sometimes when these two can become a little bit awkward for them.
5
Right now, the one thing I see, the unfortunate thing is that it's really hard, I think, to fit a type of hero lineup right now, but it could be quite strong. There was a way to survive it or something. I just don't think it's possible with it.
She came in.
Yeah,
Alright.
okay, Venomancer, so yeah, I can kind of get behind the Venom. They're definitely lacking in terms of stuns and Venomancer, if he gets to survive for a while and just build up stuff that he wants, I could see it. It looks like put the Underlord mid here. Yeah, and I mean now we're definitely gonna see halberds. I feel like now this is just. I mean, I would not be surprised if there was some point.
Hell
Funny
yeah.
is not gonna rush one, but hell yeah.
And then your supports with yours. Because you already have the benefit of synergy with Underlord, but also nothing on Ursa hates worse than getting yours in a fight. Damn, dude.
That Underlord, the
that's...
Rubik.
I call that the giant slug skin for Underlord.
I mean, the Underlord one is pretty.
Yeah, he genuinely looks like a slug though. He just kind of.
I feel like he could have. I mean, he could almost have like a horn and be like a rhino.
A rhino that looks like a giant slug.
I wish they had a rhino in those. Huh?
If only there was a hero that is similar to a rhinoceros.
Yeah, no, it doesn't cut it.
Okay, what if we just give it as a mount to one of these heroes?
Yeah, I mean, there could be like I feel like Magnus definitely.
Maybe. Here's what we do. We do a persona for Magnus where he gets like changed into a human and then he rides a rhino around.
So what is Mag?
He's a half seat. I think so.
Prepare yourselves for the main
It's like, is he closer to a mammoth really at that point? Because he's got that wool, right?
I do not.
These are the questions that we need, right? We've already covered Lifestealer. Okay, you know, we're moving on to the other ones. Like, Ench, what are you really? Is the answer always just Sprink?
Yeah, it is.
Smoke, by the way. Straight out of our deep thoughts into a deep dive towards Lil as he tries to escape this. The slows are decent, they should be good enough, or are they? They haven't got a roll for 3 seconds. They'll be able to finish them off because Milan does hit the arrow.
First blood. Oh, it was ours.
Very nice.
Just 30 seconds now.
I feel like we don't see that too often anymore. You remember there was just a time where every team would instantly smoke out of their fountain. But ever since they budgeted smokes, like teams revere them so much more. They don't want to waste them.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's one of the things. Like Bada has always been likes to catch people off. He likes to bring back this stuff, you know, like whatever it is, you know, he wants to find a way to get ahead. I think that's a good sign of someone looking for any opportunity to head.
Yes. Come get here.
You know what would have caught them off guard? Is if Fada had just picked Mirana and gone mid.
Yeah, sure.
I mean,
a little bit too far.
No. It would have. The problem with that is it would have probably caught Baranya off guard more than their opponents.
And this tri-lane up top here and catching Hellraisers and a lot of people off guard here, I think. And I have this Ursa, Lifestealer, and kind of uncomfortable. Tri-lane. And down here it's gonna be... The dude has to sustain to lane. I mean, maybe he finds one of the big boy region creeps. Fine, but like Veno should be punch him quite a bit here. Gets to level 5, I think.
As long as 23 doesn't die, he should win on like the farming side of things, right? Because like, you're doing with the bar. That's the hero. That's all, folks. Wrap it up. Eat creeps, get money.
Right now, also Xani is doing kind of bullying us.
Kind of makes sense, right? You're reducing his damage. Also, you have the Firestorm to burn through the refraction charges while also simultaneously farming.
I don't think I've seen.
Yeah, it's definitely a more tailored pick to run the mid underlord. I think it's not something we get to see that often. What?
Wow.
I mean, that's the nerfs to TA for you. No more stupidly over the top damage while denying. Why was that ever a fair?
There will be so many questionable things.
The problem is, it only becomes questionable when we make a hard about it, right? Yeah. Ice Frog, although we revere him as a god, he is a mere mortal. We think. We're not sure. We've never had confirmation.
Yeah, it's tough to say.
Like, how would you know? He could be an immortal frog. Not one of those profound questions we'll never have the answer to.
Phonic. Like a bit of damage. He doesn't have any more. Gonna be a little bit of regen coming to him. And a salve on the curve, but he has to be careful.
Yeah, he's paying attention. Remember, 33 is not a +1 player. He doesn't ignore his courier.
I feel like you have a lot of like pent up anger towards Course. I feel like, you know, every like second to third sentence there's like, you know, like a
you know I love you, bud.
Like a stab.
You know I love you, bud.
Stab at the Course.
As a +4 player, I lose count of how many times it's the +1's courier I kill. Same when I'm watching like.
You should be happy then. You get to look at killing +1's couriers.
Oh sure. That doesn't mean I'm not going to grill you on it.
Okay.
I'm not like you specifically, but you know, +1 players. In the 21st century, we still very much enjoy mocking people for their failures. That,
yeah, and I mean,
that's a sad kid. That might be a sad life stealer as well. That's what you get for being a liar, though. So they chase in and finish him off.
Yeah, so they're gonna be happy with
much worse.
Were you watching?
Doesn't look like the bottom lane though. Quite a lot in terms of department. He's still slightly ahead on net worth, but he has to keep bringing a lot of region up as he's now others flask. The last one was he has salve and Phonic is about to hit 5 and he hits 5 this poison.
On the flip side though, Phonic hasn't built in a way that allows him to pressure power too early, right? Like he's gone for this Venom scale build.
Nothing.
Doesn't even manage to get the deny back in vengeance against Phonic.
Trying though for the Duke. Buying all this region, also the level.
And you also know what Phonic's going to build in this game. You know it's going to be a Spirit Vessel, which is amazingly good against Doom anyway.
Yeah, I mean Vessel would. They're gonna have a lot of damage. I hit Underlord and the.
Also, I don't think they're going to even easily kill Phonic at any stage of this game, right? Because once again, there's that lifestealer factor. You can just use him as the entry, just sliver on in and bomb people. Still, being brought down in the top lane, he slows it down with a Fade Bolt, but death is an inevitability up here for the ball. So.
Yeah, the one thing though is like, those Skitter has close to his name. Head in turns on.
Yeah, they're kind of past the point where they force him out, right? Like once you have a brace and a Blades of Attack, can't really trade that well.
I think HR, like they should be happy about the current. They're pretty much winning lanes.
Which, you know, used to be we'd instantly say that's a loss, but I feel like in the recent months we've become more appreciative of the opportunity to come back in the mid game. I guess the question in that regard is, do we look at Mudgolems lineup and go, oh yeah, they have a very strong mid game if they fail the lanes?
I think they have the potential to make some rotations, but I do think that like if these rotations fail, I think they could a lot of trouble. There's gonna be, I think,
That's
attempt here on the Venomancer, but I'm not sure this is gonna work.
well, also top.
Maybe Farah is gonna come in soon here.
They got Milan, and like you said, in the bot lane, 33 goes in with the clap out, trying to bring Phonic down. No deny attempt. They need every piece of damage they can get. They do clip with the Ink Swell, so Phonic will go down to Farah. Eventually, if he hits this strike of fate, but no, it's off the mark. Oh no. Okay, Skira arrives, so Phonic has to back away, but that
I think
almost
Farah's
became
dead
very
too, no?
awkward.
No, he's gonna
live. He's got the raindrop.
He's got the Tango. Yeah, he's got the Tango. Yeah, I mean that's the pretty like rotation there. You know, the try to make this kill happen on the Veno. They end up going down. Veno now 7.5 to 5.5. Going top against this lifestealer now. Not gonna be able to kind of watch this lifestealer. Very good time. Also Xani having a good time in the mid lane.
Oi, oi, oi. You are just a delicious meal. But freezing trouble. Open wounds, just overwhelm him with the centaur there. It's an easy kill. This game is looking grim for 33 right now.
I mean, HR up to a very good start here in this fight. Kind of fight the Mudgold trying their best. You know, like see about their lanes. Kind of backfired almost.
Yeah, those. I feel like there's that kind of break off moment you have as an option, right? When that off lane top, you could just admit it's not working as the lifesteal, you back away. But it's almost like because they were occasionally getting kills on Lil, they bait themselves into thinking that this tri lane is working.
Bad pun with bait.
What? Bait? This game? Are you okay?
No, but you were saying bait and you had bait earlier, and so I was just like,
I was like, don't do it, buddy. It's the wrong game.
Yeah.
Save those ones. I'm sure every caster is using it way too much. Save those ones.
save the audience.
You need to make golem puns, all right? Like, you know, what item is precious for mudgolems right now? Is it this Deso Barani is building? It's getting closer when he kills Lil like that. Okay, Kasani. I think he just didn't want to hit the Esky after casting Firestorm, really. Rania.
Rania is gonna...
Death's inevitability. They don't get the ink spell off at all. 33 can't even cast it. It's not worth it anymore. With that, they should be able to zone them away and start pressuring this tier 1 in the mid. Fine, don't rotate for nothing.
Yeah, I really like what Fonic being such a news. Don't really think of this as like, oh yeah, Venomancer, the best hero rounded level. Got this 2 build, but he's making it. I mean, he's just coming in here with the wards, throwing down some casual gale. Plague wards are they're giving vision, dealing damage, and don't feel like they can fight. Pulling them off, and you can are already up to tower now. People in their lane. The Doom here, Doom is quite a bit. Trailing the lifestealer at the top there, we can banning the 1,000 gold ahead of the team.
Go for that still, so he wants to keep up the aggression. I don't think it's often we say that a lineup that has an Underlord and a Venomancer are able to pressure the map quickly, right? As they're trying to pressure lifesteal, they actually bait themselves in. Baranya, Ink Spell is on, they throw out the Doom on the lifesteal, but the Rage is running, so the Ink Spell does not stun him up. Baranya is able to move away for the moment. He's going to try and turn around towards them. Lifesteal trying to heal up on 33. It's looking like he will go down as Skidder cleans him up. Another chase forward looking for more. Farder did already die. Kasani's hit by the arrows, so he will also fall, but 33 is going down as well. This is a double kill for the dead Underlord, and Non-Grad is able to move away from the moment. The Skidder finishes him off.
Yeah, they kind of hit off more than they... And it's not going to be like a huge force they're going to... But the fact is that bottom tower with the Venom trying to get too slow. Venomancer now with the... Yeah, still, I mean, it's a nice fight you'll take. On the...
Yep, the second big one as well, like Filler. Definitely starting to feel a little bit threatened. Realize this is not invincible in this type of game, even though we did comment on how, you know, you can usually sustain even when you're doomed. It's usually relying on you having some items first. And he will eventually have them because he's building that item we've talked a lot about today. Good old Midas for the life stealer.
Yeah, I think this is one of the scenarios. I'm not sure if it's Halberd or whatever.
You cut out a little there, bud.
Yeah, okay, no, I'm saying I think this is one of the games where it's kind of fine to build a Midas. There's a Midas on Ursa too.
Heroes, right?
He's like also pretty... Yeah, no, exactly. And you know, you want your lifestealer to become big in this. To me, something that's more interesting, I think, now is the fact that the Atos on the up. I think this is going to be pretty scary. Like when he killing creeps this fast, you know, Atrophy Aura, he so much damage, right? He's sitting at plus 120 now. Fights that can go higher, even higher, and about to try to pick up this haste.
I mean, he's a bit like a pseudo TA in this type of game. Yes, he is. Oh, he picks it up, puts it in his bowl. Mirana's able to move away. Though he didn't want to pop the haste to try and get the clicks in. He might actually got the kill with that, but not worth it. Not
you don't really want to waste. I think haste rune can be better used. It's gonna be a pretty scary item, like the hit of malice. A lot of scary things.
Yeah, you're a long way away from safety for Baranya, right? You haven't even got your Desolator yet at this point in the game. So.
Also have the Arcane Surprise.
Only 1 point, but...
Spooky long stuns.
Yes, especially when you have an Underlord to set up said stuns.
Not much armor.
Sonic, that's the wrong hero, but I appreciate your effort. He's about to become a real hero soon, by the way.
Peter going into it.
He is...
We went the Midas going into drums, but I'm just curious, like, what's the idea?
What's the end goal?
Yeah, exactly. No, like, what is the... what? I guess this drum is just stats padding. They want to be able to fight if they get run over. Also, but I really feel like he's gonna need a BKB.
Well, the other thing I was gonna say is, like, Hellraisers, you could refer to them as Team Slug, right? Like, these are very immobile heroes, so if you have that kind of movement speed advantage, you can maybe kite the fights.
crazy, but you're up against this Veno though, and you know, kiting fights against a Venomancer are not that mobile. Like Ursa and TA, if they get hit by these or by the Gale, they're in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, Ursa especially isn't as mobile as he was, right? After they nerfed Earthshock, it's a surprising difference. Even after you max it out, right? Like it used to be 6, now it's 8 seconds. You don't have as much fluidity around the fight. Arrow, whoops. They used the Enrage. Very good spell against stolen spells and Ruben. Doesn't stop the tower down though, because Kasani mad, Kasani click. Ooh.
Take that deny with 77 damage.
Arrow will not connect either. And I wish he saved that arrow. He just stole again on Rubik's Hut for a while. They chased it in. Soulbind comes out. Fire's already dead. They're trying to keep him away from the double doom. Yep, they're moving away. There's no opportunity. Phonics casually slithering over. He's like, I should probably join my team soon. Like, I've got Poison Nova now. I've got a mech. But I really would like that level 2 Poison Nova. Choices.
I kind of really, I feel like this. I'm love to see it. I mean, he's keeping up this Yule. Maybe it's gonna be okay, but I'd love to see him. I don't know, like Halberd, Shiva, something just. Honestly, even Radiance, like maybe not your first item, but go in.
And they do have a lot of assistance around right ways of catching kills and dictating these fights, but I think you're right in that like this is the type of game. It's not like you need it, but you can get away with it. If that makes sense, right?
The prize is mine.
Yeah, I mean, needing and you know, like that might not be exactly the like. At some point, you know, like I think both Ursa and T find it kind of annoying to Radiant, but of course TA finds it very annoying. Just there's so much death over time, getting caught in the
Yeah, he's gonna disappear quickly. Gets he raged off just in time though. The lift isn't good enough. Only level 2 from Lil. He did get the steal. He's actually got the Phantom's Embrace. They forced out all the leaps. Dyrachio is looking for a target, but they're able to move way quick enough.
Yeah, and the Lifestealer is going for that Halberd. Earlier, Ursa is too. Yeah, like Halberd kind of to yeah, and also the Ursa getting the Beaky live through the Venomancer and everything else of Halberd. But I do think that the file
he thought about it like I'm gonna doom his ass. And now you're in trouble because you made your intent way too clear. Dyrachio's gonna turn them away. Mirana's gonna be brought down. And Lifesteal's way too fast. Stolen Arrow throws off the mark. Very slowed. No reach for 15. They're forced to fight back out of the Mirana. Turn around and defund it. He has got an infest inside him. Is it tanky enough to keep him up though? No. They have to come out. They'll cancel the TP out and they'll turn around. They bait them in. They're able to bring down multiple members of Mudgolems. They'll chase through into Piranha as well. It looks like he'll also die.
Triple Lil.
He's rejuvenated. He had that long period where he was just chilling at the beach on holiday, and now he's back. He's like, new team, new perspective, win.
Like, back in form. Yeah, I mean, I feel like this Underlord is doing it Underlord. Quite the... And I think that, so the Ursa is going for this early beat now, but to be this early on. Later on in the game, there's gonna be 4 staffs. There's gonna be maybe some help. It's like it's only going to get more and more difficult first heroes as this Ursa going to get tankier, and there's gonna be saves, right? So by the time you kind of gonna have this 5-second BKB very early on in the game, and you have 5-second BKB in this game as Ursa, so difficult. The Lord burst, Lifestealer, Venomancer, it's just gonna be very difficult, right?
Yes.
And if you don't burst these heroes, you are going to lose. The lineup here from Mudgolems revolves a lot around, you know, potentially you also play around the Doom find targets, but
it's like if that's what you're relying on to win these fights, the game gets rough, right? Like you can't go, oh yeah, we'll Soulbind, we'll get the right 2 targets and we'll doom them. Meanwhile, Ursa, who found, forced to team raid pretty early. I don't know if they're able to reconnect for this in time. He's activated the drums to run away. Kasani is chasing, but
Atos might catch up here.
he is. Phonic's there.
Gale's there.
Here comes imminent death. Damage thrown out. Skidder has no choice but to turn around and face his killer. As they rip his face off.
Yeah, I don't really know what to say here. You need your lead on all your heroes pretty much.
Even then,
Mudgolems.
like that's them chasing, right? Even if they're being chased, it feels weird to say it's about a lineup of heroes that are so slow with the Underlord and the Venomancer, but they're just so effective at kiting Mudgolems. And Mudgolems don't really have an enabler, I want to say, right? Like, who sets up your kills here?
Yeah, no, and that's why I think that it was a little bit strange to me, at least, how they set this up with the last pick, TA. I mean, I feel like the Ursa and the TA, they fulfill both already. And
cool. Let's quickly restart the call. Getting a little bit lag. When studio cast 3. Alright, there we go. We return.
yeah, no, the last pick here, TA, I think it's strange. Phil, yeah, and the Ursa.
Gotcha.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it puts so much pressure on 33. Like that is the lane I'd probably highlight so far. Imagine if 33 has a good start to this game. You can kind of see what they're trying to pull off. There's this Doom that initiates, he controls the fights. But this is a very small 33 game.
Yeah, I mean, he was queuing up. I think what he's looking at is he's looking to do kind of well in this lane where the Venom is not able to flee him out of the lane. Then he just wants to sit there and have the Venomancer get stabbed by the fact that Doom is outpowering him. And then all of a sudden, then HR are forced to be patient, and then the rotations are much more difficult. But now, forced out of the lane, and then Venomancer was in the lane while Doom was trying to catch up. And at that point, you don't feel so bad anymore because it's not a Doom pulling ahead, it's a Doom trying to catch up. And there's such a big difference between.
That's shown in this match. You can see the side of HR is trying to pressure more. I mean, they've got multiple ATOSs now, as Lil's also picked up one. Like, you get an ATOS, you get an ATOS. Who else is going to build an ATOS? And you're up. Don't let the team down, Non-Grata. It's not like there's going to be multiple BKBs coming online for Mudgolem in the next 2-3 minutes.
I mean, those BKBs are eventually going to get low, right?
Mm-hmm. And then that'll be the moment. Although they'll have to kite for 5 seconds or die very quickly. You see, they're smoked. They got this double BKB. They want to make a play. Just getting Roche alone actually would be huge right now for Mudgolems.
Yeah, I think Roche is not a bad idea. It's going to be a pretty the Deso for than the damage. They're going to make their way up, but go if you fight this.
Carter? He's wasting their time. He throws out the stall by Fight, runs out, throws out Disarm and the Doom straight away onto the Life Stealer and his connected target. Then she's going to be brought a little bit low, but Funnick with the Poison Nova. Aegis has been claimed, and Baranya will just TP away. 33 the same. This is how you use your BKBs, guys. Just run away.
Yeah, they did use so Cantress targets for some reason. I don't know why. And now you can see that there are 2 4-steps already now. Side of our job is going so difficult. They don't have too much lockdown. They're kind of relying on this arrow or maybe some good shot combination done. So needs to go in with his BKB, kill 1 target, but all of these heroes are so tanky now, and also there are 2 4-steps, so even if you commit your BKB, you might not necessarily net a kill.
No, and we saw how tough it was for Free to like find the good Doom target, right? Like his only choice is Duratio, who's already got some stats which is good there, and that's not going to change. Speaking of Duratio, they move on to Baranya. Skip forces you being ranged pretty early, but Duratio just wailing on the targets, doesn't have a care in the world. He knows it's not an easy kill. Baranya being brought low isn't going to die, but they forced the big spells out, which means that now, as the side of Hellraisers, you can start to hit into these buildings a bit.
Yeah, they know that there's no Doom.
60 more.
Don't have to be too scared. There is an 8, right? Still 8 with the BKB.
What does it do?
Yeah, that is.
Oh, and the arrow on Baranya. They're going to bring him low. Not able to get through that first life just yet. As his arm goes out, because sure they can bring him down though. And it's like, oh, you've soul binded me to the target. I'm just going to invest inside them. Yeah, that does work. No one knows why. The magical ways of Dota. Fada throws out the silence, but the arrow connects again from Lil. Will get the kill, and 33 being brought low. Will not use the BKB just yet. Non-Grata being chased down, but these pesky disarms ensuring there is no chance for mudgolems to just flip these heroes down.
Yeah, the tempo from HR is just high. They're not online yet. Like these four heroes, like the heroes except for this group, all need a lot of items and levels to be able to game. They're not getting that time. We're gonna keep it going here. Now they have to watch out for this Doom bind combo in seconds. They have to be a little bit careful here. Could also be the end of it.
Yeah, 33's initiation is not strong right now because look, he's got his blink, but not an ideal creep. He hasn't been able to get out and now find like a centaur, right? So he has strong initiation to begin the fights.
They're just gonna wait out the shadow now. They might even just go back for a little bit and just items. Lifestealers on the Lord. Yeah, he could pick up a full.
I love it. Actually went this build, by the way, where he went the Heaven's Harbor first. Like, it's not just that it's good against his opponents. It's like his role isn't really to kill, it's just to survive, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's just a nuisance. He's annoying. I mean, he'll kill the Grimstroke for sure. You know, if the Moran is out of position, he'll kill him too. If the Doom doesn't have BKB, Doom also dies. But it's just, he's fight. You know, if T goes in, he just halberds the T. Ursa goes in, he can halberd the Ursa. He can just kite. And all of HO's lineup can just kite so much with the Force Staffs, with the slow from the Poison Sting, Plague Wards, just the double HSS, and also the Pit of Malice.
Yeah.
It's not an easy task to fight.
I mean, that Pit of Malice costs a lot of value because he went for the ATOS and the Yules as well. And when we describe lifesteal like that, I just got this picture, you know, like that kind of are we there yet moment where the first keeps poking.
There's gonna be a
go
here onto time.
Yeah, but he's not the quick to bring down. They should be able to get him in the end. He's not able to move away. The roots were thrown out. Skidder has to use the BKB. Durantio's going to back up for the moment. Soulbite's going to come out, but once again, look at the counter. It's very simple. Just climb inside a deer. Sounds like a really weird bootleg version of Star Wars, to be honest with you. They get the refraction steal and has got the Ghost Scepter to buy some time. Enough to blink away the Doom thrown out onto the lifestealer, but it's not good enough, really. He's just going to turn around, start stunning into the Inkswell. Doom will clip onto the lifestealer, is able to move away. Varani still on top of the BKB, will bring down the lifestealer in the end. But his magic immunity has ran out, and now he's in a tad bit of trouble. Needs to move away quicker than this. Able to just about blink away. Milan will be left behind as the final casualty. So all that, yeah, you bite back as mudgolems, but once again, these big BKBs are getting shorter, and Hellraisers, in the end, are not forced off your side of the map.
Yeah, at the same time, though, you kind of have you alleviating a little bit of pressure there. You dumb breathing manage to kill the lifestealer, and they spawn now. They're just gonna go down. They're just gonna keep. The Chantress is flying out. I think it's Pike. Pike here, so
why not?
Just sit here and attack this tower. And what are you gonna do about it?
Non-Grata's happy right now. He's like, man, I missed my off-lane days. Wait, I'm playing edge off-lane right now. Jump in, Soulbite onto 2, BKB activated with Skid to move in, but the Yules buys enough time to unlock and then just be forced stuffed away. And when that match immunity is gone, Skidder needs to run.
Exactly. Now this is.
Atos, how you doing, Skidder? You like the damage? Just for you. Au revoir, my friend. Piranha does go in. He gets his on though, the BKB and the DD. It was way too obvious at that point, and now all of a sudden, not much value gained out of this magic immunity. Doom does die in the meantime. Non-Grata just able to overwhelm him, and that'll be another set of racks Hellraisers are claiming.
Yeah, I mean, very nice timing there. Goes in with the DD. Halberded before it pops the BKB. Halberded before we're still gonna be helped.
I think that's like a big part of why these ranged carries essentially are so hard to pull off right now, right? It's like Halberd is still, even after they added a recipe and nerfed it a little bit, still an incredibly potent item.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think it's been like that for time. I think people just haven't realized it.
Arrow was out on a little bit. He gets the Ghost Scepter out, looking to move away. Atos It's thrown out to Murano to try and chase 40 to get the Mel so he can try and hide, but it's still on cooldown for 4 seconds. The Poison Nova has been used. The buyback does come out from the Rubik. But Duraccio, he's found a sweet, sweet target to munch on. And he's right under a sentry, which he's going to realize a little bit too late. BKB, blink away, maybe escapes. You can turn around, go back to the main fight. There is going to be a buyback coming out from K-Side, trying to rejoin and fight back and end this game right here. Skidder has burned every resource at his disposal. The bear is going for a long slumber. 50 seconds on the sideline, 33 BKBs just to run away. The Iraqs don't have that same privilege as they're stuck on the spot.
Yeah, and if the side goes down, Mega creeps by 9 minutes.
2. On the lifestealer. The problem is that TA is not there to dish out the damage. She's on, and I think this is the final little piece of weight on the horse that will break its back. This is becoming too much to bear for the side of mudgolems.
Call it there. Mega's at 3:30 minutes. Good. Kind of impressive showing here by Hellraiser. I'm surprised by the I really like the fact that they swapped this teams, put the Underlord mid against the T. I don't know if this